Michael, thanks for joining us so soon after a disappointing afternoon against Northampton. Just give us your first thoughts on the game, please.
Not good enough, quite simply. Outfought, outrun. Everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong, from the young goal to a missed penalty to a missed open goal to a foul on their third goal. But credit to Northampton, but I didn't see it coming. If I'm being honest, I thought really good training week. We prepared properly. It wasn't like we were disrespectful to Northampton. We knew what they would do, and they did what we thought they'd do, and we just didn't execute. But you talk about formations and things like that. They ran harder than us. We didn't get the ball in play quick enough. They weren't showed any urgency when it goes to 3-1. You need to show that urgency at 0-0.
In any game, in any division, if you go 2 goals behind, it changes the dynamic of the game, doesn't it? It makes the concept of breaking a team down that's got a lead to defend so much harder. Yeah,
it's hard to defend. We weren't good enough with the ball, weren't good enough without the ball, weren't good enough in transition, so you get beat. So, like I said, we'll have to pick the bones out of it. Didn't see it coming, and that's the league. They're coming here. We're a big club in this league, and they looked like you. Sometimes I've been a smaller club, and I don't think I'm being disrespectful. They are a smaller club. I'm from the players' point of view. Sometimes you have a little bit of fear. We've just had come off the back of a good result, a big stadium, and that fear is a little bit like, oof, we better turn up today. And they did. And they won the game, deservedly so. So we need to have a hard look at ourselves, because that was a million miles from where we needed to be.
Is one possible thing you can look at now is that everyone's looked at the bench today and gone, wow, there's some strong options there for you, that you do have the ability to change things up if that's one of the solutions to getting round days like today?
Yeah, I think Joe Hodge is probably the only player that comes out with any credit today. Thought he was excellent when he came on. He brave, ran hard, looked like he had a point to prove, which is what we need some of the others to step up. But it's the first time we've seen that type of performance in a league game. We've unlike us to give 3 goals up. I can handle people making mistakes. Misha's obviously scored an own goal. We don't teach him to do that.
No.
And Josh has missed a penalty. They're occupational hazards. Centre half score own goals. Centre forwards miss penalties. But the bit in between, that's the bit we can't accept.
The lads get any credit at all for continuing to go? And at 3-1 with the penalty, you could feel the stadium believe for that second before they missed it. I suppose that they carried on and didn't give it up is a good thing.
It's easy. I don't think it's a lack of application. I don't think the lads down tools, and I don't think they consciously turned up and thought we're not going to run around today. Sometimes those days happen. So it's important we stick together. It's important we don't react. It's important we react positively, but we don't start turning on each other. And it was a bad day at the office, no doubt about it. Like I said, I think the third goal is a key goal, and I think there's a foul. Well, there is a foul in the build-up to it. But big moments in games, and it's we were the wrong side of them, but we weren't good enough today.
The fixtures are what they are. You've always said that. You can't plan for that. But is it a good thing that we've got that game against Blackpool straight away on Tuesday night now? Would you actually prefer more time on the training pitch to work on things?
I don't know, because like I said, we just had a really good week training. It is what it is. We'll pick the bones out of it. We'll see who's ready on the other side. Like I said, we do have strength and depth. It is a strong bench. Look at the players missing out on the squad, but the bench, obviously, a few of them are shorter minutes. So we'll wait and see, and we'll pick a team as we did today. We'll prepare properly, that we think can hopefully go and try and win a game.
Context is difficult for supporters, everyone, you, I'm sure, in this moment, straight after that game. But is context important in this thing that's really, well, it's the first home defeat of the season and what's been a really good start? And we've got to remember that there's been a lot of good things aside from today.
I think I've been quite consistent in my messaging. Yeah. We had a good start, we had a bad week, we had a good result last week. It's 12 points from 6 games. You can't pick and choose how you get them. We were disappointed today, and we have to be better. So we'll just move on to the next one, and we'll see where we go from there.
Michael, thanks for joining us.